Hello there and welcome back to another video where I'm showing you how to use the fabulous paper florist dies from Stampin' Up. My name is Julie Sutcliffe and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in the UK. Now in this video I'm going to show you how to make the larger flowers that you see here. We've already made these ones in the previous video and I'll also show you how to do this flower here. We're not going to make the frame, it's just to give you an idea of what you could achieve when you've constructed the flowers. So there's different ways you can do this and you'll find your own way. So what I have got prepared is this is the die, sorry, that you need to do the larger flowers. Now it cuts 3 petals out and you actually need 6 of the larger ones per flower. And I've cut them out here in Lemon Lolly. So I've got some ready here. Okay, so also let me just check and see if I've got anything pre-cut that's an insert. All right, okay. Would that go with it? Let's have a look. All right, that's fine. We'll do that with it. Okay, so you will see that on these petals there is a little nick that is already in the petal. I've not cut those with scissors, that's how it cuts. And I'm just going to show you a really, I don't even think I need to show you an easy way how to do that. So this one here, what I will say is a bone folder is your absolute best friend when you are doing these cards. I should have got mine out. It's down here in the bottom of the bag. Okay, so this flower here, I don't really think I need to show you how to do that one because it's literally, what I've done is I've turned the die upside down. Now you'll see it has a nice rounded edge and then quite a not as rounded edge, a flatter edge, okay, and that's the back. So what you can do is you can turn it over and you can curl those up like that, okay. So if you wanted to make this dead easy one to start off with, all you would do is I would advise you to, you can even cut a circle from scrap or punch a little circle out. You can even do one by hand. What I would do is just cut something out like this. And what you can do then is simply glue these. So you do them in a 3 like that. Obviously curled up, all curled up, and then you fill in there, there, and there, and you will have a flower like that one. And that's the dead easy way. And then you can add a centre, a really easy centre. And there's lots of options for centres. There's this one, which is a lovely spotty one, and it comes out like that. And then I've added a white behind that, so you could add that and add that and then have your dead easy, obviously it'll look a little bit nicer than that, your dead easy flower. Okay, just checking that you can see on the screen. So that's an easy way of doing it. You don't have to curl, you don't have to use this little nick here. So what I'm going to do though is I'm going to show you the other ones. And I'm going to grab a glue. Now I'm on a glue that's nearly done. So don't, oh, that's got glue in it. That's got glue. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to curl them all first, like I did. So I'm curling them up. So I'm turning them upside down and I'm holding the bottom where the nick is, where the little split is, and I'm curling them up like that. They look like Skips crisps or something if you're in the UK. They look like curly crisps. Okay, so we're doing that. And then this is, you could have then assembled that easier one what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this and I'm just going to pop a bit of glue. Ooh, a lot's come out. I'm going to say a bit of glue there on one side, and then take this over. You're gonna get gluey fingers doing this. Actually, thinking I've curled them wrong. Actually, ignore what I've done. We're not curling them that way. We're going to curl them the other way. Okay, I've did that wrong, so I've rectified that. So actually, we've made the card pliable. We're going to curl them back the other way now. Maybe I should put a bit on the video that says ignore this part. At least it's made the card workable. It's been a tough week this week. Okay, right. So we've recurled them. Might have to see if I can edit the video and put some text over. Okay, but we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to put the glue on the one on the left, and then bring this over to glue it together, and then just manipulate those petals like that. You're going to have to hold it for a little while, have a drink of your coffee or your tea. And then pop that to one side. And it's just a case of repeating. So I'm going to come back when I've done all that for all 6 petals. Okay, so all 6 petals are now complete, and I've also made this center piece using the tutorial from the previous video. The only difference being that I have added one of these little white centerpieces and one of the small circles. I'll just hold that up to camera so you can see that a bit closer, but that's very similar to what we did on the previous video. Okay, so I've got this little die cut circle. Now what I feel is easier is to put some glue on. It's not a die cut circle, I've cut it by hand. Is to put some glue here. Okay, and then I'm going to take them one at a time. Now I'm going to do an aim to put the points in the middle. Now I'm going to do one at 12 o'clock. Okay, and then the next one sort of at 20 past. I always think this makes sense if I say in times. Clocks. It's not performing, it's more quarter past there. Let's see if I can get it to... There we go. And then one at 22. I'm going to pop that there. Every time you make these flowers, they will be different, and you can curl them. I've just realised this one's curled out. I'm doing one a bit like the purple one, but also it's a bit like the pink one. So they're very similar. It's just that I've curled one more than I've curled the other. And I suppose they turn out differently every time. Okay, so there we go. We have the background petals, and I'm now going to add a little bit more glue. My fingers are incredibly stuck up. Now we're going to fill in. So it's sort of like 10 past, but I'm turning the clock anyway. So just fill in the gaps really with the petals. Don't worry so much about the mess in the middle, because obviously this little gorgeous flower is going to cover that. I think I might have pushed that one into the middle too much, but never mind. Who's comparing flowers? just push that out a little bit. Every flower in the garden is different, that's what I like to say. Every petal and every flower. It does look a little bit rubbish at the moment. Doesn't look much. Slip sliding all over the place. Right, I'm having a meltdown with this. I shouldn't have messed with that. There we go. There we go. Right, I'm going to just walk away from it for a moment, let it dry and have a drink. Coffee, by the way. And then what I'm going to do, in fact, it's just turned out very much like the bubble bath one. What I've done with the other one, I've just realised what I've done with the lilac one. I've not curled the petals, so I'll show you. And then that is going to go in the middle there. So we'll pop a big blob of glue in here, sponsored by Tombow. I just love this flower. This one's my favourite. So that's gonna, oops, it's stuck to my thumb. I've got a bit of glue there now. That's gonna go there in the centre, and I'm gonna hold that down. I'm just gonna use the bone folder to hold it down in the middle. Like that. Okay. And there we have bit of a 3D flower. Now this one that I've just done is very similar to this one. I showed you this one, we curled it that way. This one, the one that's the freesia one, is just curled the other way, but I've not done the nick. So basically I'm not going to make it, but I've constructed it in the same way as the first one, but I've curled it the opposite way. So we've got a flower that goes out like that. So it's not as 3D, it's a little bit flatter. It's not as 3D as this one, but it's still a lovely flower. And then we'll curl them out, okay, like that. So that's that one there. Right, now the other thing that I wanted to show you is there's another flower, and they look like this. They come on a group of two, a smaller one and a larger one, and it's this one here that I've got there, and they look like this. So they're a bit of an uneven, they're a bit of a squashed daisy, okay? So they look like this. So to make this one, I've used 2 of the larger ones and 2 of the smaller ones, and you can, if you want to, you can bend them a bit, but I would put your thumb and finger in the centre and just curl them ever so gently, like that, literally curling the edges. So I did have a casualty with one of these, so just reinforce it in the middle, pinch it with your thumb and finger. Well, there's a lot of building work outside, so if you can hear that, I apologise. We're sort of used to it now. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're just going to pop them on top like this, but we're just going to off-center them slightly. So I'm going to pop a bit of glue like that and just off-center it ever so. again a bit more glue. It's a bit like a shabby chic daisy, this one. Look, we've managed a lot better with this one. Oops. There we go. There we go. Now, for the centre, you can use, I've got it in black here, you can use 2 of these ones like we did on the first one. So on the first video, so I've used 2 of those laid on top of each other. But I thought what I might do for a little bit of difference is I've got some of these little centres here. So I thought I might add, do I like lemon lolly? Or do I like pink? Lemon lolly. So I'm going to add there we go. I'm just going to add that to the centre. Oops. Hold it down. See this? This is looking a lot better now. This would look really nice. These flowers would look lovely on top of a box or something. Okay, so we've got that one there that I've done here. Now, as far as leaves go, if you did want to do a project like this, I've die cut them in a bit darker so you can see them. So on my project, I've used soft sea foam, but here I've got old olive. So this is such a lovely shape. So we've got this one. Love that one, and they've got the stitches on, and then we've got these ones here, so I've used those there. So I'll just put them on the frame so you can see them. You can see that, can't you? We've got that one there. Then we've got this one as well, this shape. Okay, we've also got, I don't know if I've got, oh, and I've made one here. We've also got these little buds, which are very handy. So I've die cut this in the old olive, so it looks like this. That's the die. And then you've got these little buds of flowers that you can stick on. So that's a little bud you could put popping out there. You can see. Okay. So I hope that after telling you wrong initially, you've managed to do your petals correctly, and you've managed to construct some nice flowers. And I do have one more card to share with you, and I will get that video up as soon as possible. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions about the products, please do get in touch. Bye.